In this video, we're going to cover three main topics. The first is to introduce the idea of creating social posts, specifically for the data story that we've been working on throughout this course entitled Data Storytelling for Sports. The second is to create a social post using PowerPoint. This assumes you're relatively new to creating socials and want to use something you're likely already using in a different capacity. The third is to create a social post using Canva, which is more of a designer tool. We'll then close with what comes next in our content creation journey, which will focus on infographics. If you remember, the question behind our data story was, when do NHL superstars peak? If you followed along with our videos, you'll have seen different potential stories stemming from this original question. One of the stories compared the career peaks of Wayne Gretzky and Mario Lemieux, which led us to the following hook. What if Mario hadn't missed any games? This is what we'll use to create the social. We'll assume you have the following resources from your data story outline. First, one image of Lemieux and one image of Gretzky. Second, the actual career data for Gretzky and Lemieux, and a projection for Lemieux assuming he played the missing games from illness and injuries. A line chart comparing Gretzky's and Lemieux's career using goals, an image of the Pittsburgh Penguins logo. Let's get started. Most people have access to PowerPoint or a tool like it, so let's walk through each step to create the social post. The first step is to create a new slide and format the background similar to what you see here. The next step is to add the Penguins logo. PowerPoint provides some modest picture formatting tools such as picture transparency options. You can use these options to help blend the logo into the background of the slide. We selected the highest level of transparency, so you get some texture and have some Penguins branding. This data story is focusing more on Lemieux, hence the integration of the Penguins logo into the background. Next, we add in a table of actual goals and projected goals for Lemieux if he had played all his games, or the same amount of games as Gretzky. Note that we use different colors for the text to highlight the adjusted stats for Lemieux. We then added a chart from Excel, adjusting the colors for the slide branding, added some shading where Lemieux had missed games, added the total and projected goals, and added labels and background shading to the chart. And lastly, we added two images after removing their background into the post, such that we have visual context of Lemieux and Gretzky. The final step is to save the slide as an image file and post to your social media platform of choice, which in our case was to Blue Sky. And that's it. Note that a lot of the work we'd already done in the data collection and analysis phase, so creating this social content post was more about how we wanted to arrange the ingredients on a slide. Canva is a popular platform for designing and creating. Canva has different options than PowerPoint, but is effective in creating and publishing social media content. Canva is a great platform if you're just starting out in design, and there is a free version to get started. We'll start with our social media templates that we're making available to free members via our sister site, datapunk.media. We have several templates available, and we chose to use this template as a starting point. Let's walk through the steps to create the social using Canva and this template. Click the Use Template for New Design button beneath the template to open this in Canva. You should now see the template open in Canva ready to edit. We reused the background that we created in PowerPoint by saving that slides as an image file and then uploading this image and the other images to Canva. To upload the file, click the Upload Files button. After it's successfully uploaded, you can make that image the background of the template. You'll now want to edit the template components that you either want to edit or don't want to use at all. We edited the title and kept some of the design and text near the bottom of the image. Note that we also formatted the color to be a similar branding and contrast to the social we created in PowerPoint. Next, we added the line chart along with the illness and injury callouts and total goals for Gretzky and Lemieux. We then added the player images, but this time resized them to make Lemieux bigger. After you've finished with the design, click Share and Download. Select the PNG option and click Download. You'll then have a local copy of the image, which you can post to your preferred social media platform. In the 7th lesson in our email course on data storytelling for sports, we covered how to create a social post using PowerPoint and Canva. The assumption here would be that you are a more junior designer or creator and are using easily accessible tools. We also introduced you to our design templates, which you can use as a quick way to get started on creating your social posts. In our next lesson, we'll continue with the data story creation, but this time we'll focus on the creation of an infographic. To do this, we'll be reevaluating the data story outline and our analysis and research so we can paint a narrative along a timeline.